But that's some more in our post-game analysis. If you just tuned in, you missed the match between two rogue decks, and I've been called out for that already. People say these are hardly rogue decks. Minerva and Mermail are both a thing. While I guess I can agree with Minerva because we've seen a couple of players playing that, I would not go as far as calling Mermail like a big thing in this format.
Yeah, well, it's certainly not as far as our numbers are concerned.
Yeah, numbers wise, definitely not.
No.
We saw like 2 players doing well with it, so we gotta give them credit. I don't know how many players played it, but I guess like 10.
Yeah, I think it's around 10.
Yeah, so
10 are left in the top 256.
A handful of players came with Mermaid.
Yeah.
Minerva, on the other hand, powerful deck. I guess more players would be interested in playing it, but it's a bit hard to get your hands on that price card, of course.
Yeah, I think there's about 20 people playing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are all these prize cards coming from?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so much for that.
Dunno.
All right, so in the end, it was Alpay Engin being successful. In the first game, it looked actually like a pretty good opening from Alexander. With good setup, with a Dweller, with one negation that he had and everything. But Alpay...
He just played straight through that. It was weird.
He found a way to wipe the board with his big... what's the name of the monster again? That he just used to...
Scarlight.
Scarlight, yeah. To just wipe the entire board. Alpay was just left with a brilliant fusion and that monster on the board at the end of the turn. So there was some follow-up coming, but it didn't look like that much. But that is only if you take into account the feel in the hand. You also have to keep in mind he had like 20 cards in his graveyard, and of course Fairy Tale Snow.
Yeah, well, he had Snow, Mizuki, and Brilliant Fusion.
Mizuki, yeah, good point. He's not playing just Lightsworn.
Yeah, we didn't see
Minerva,
Mizuki.
He also plays zombies. And then with Mizuki, it's so easy for him to just put more damage on the board.
Yeah, well,
and Alexander did already take some damage, and in the end, that was pretty much that was it. Yeah. Who did go? We should mention this though. Alexander did go into Genix controller beatdown mode. He played a Genix controller in the Raigeki, and when you just looked at the field in that particular moment, you were like, "What is this? Flashbacks of 5 years ago." All right, so this was game 1, and game 2 you just saw unfold with Alpay using all the tricks of the Lightsworn deck.
Yeah, really.
What else is there to say? It's an interesting build, I guess.
Yeah, it's just kind of a strange build.
So, of course, it makes sense to talk to the man of the hour himself, guys. We're going to be right back with a quick interview of Alpay Engin.
Disappeared out of here. It was time to pay my dues. Never guessed that you'd be dressed in my clothes and in my shoes. You couldn't wait to move right in. If I were you, I'd be concerned. Ain't no way you're gonna win. Bet you didn't count on my return. Thought you were so tough. You had it all under control. Now enough is enough. Gonna take back what you stole. Give it up, 'cause now I'm back.
Welcome back to YCS Liverpool 2016. We're here in day 2, and I'm with Alpay Engin, who just completed his feature match and he won. Good job, Alpay.
Thank you.
So, tell us a little bit about your deck. So you decided to go with the Minerva Swan deck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit different to what I've seen. Using these zombies.
Yeah.
I honestly during that match I didn't see you'd milled Mizuki. We in our app only get to see what's on the field and in your hand, and I was just like, where's he going with this Brilliant Fusion play? I only saw the snow, and then you just came out with the Mizuki, and it was definitely enough. Yeah. So why did you decide to go with the bit of zombies in there?
Like zombies are pretty great because like Mizuki can summon also the winter cherries, so you have much more plays and you can mill much better with Minerva because you have much more good targets like Quick Clown, Wolf, and these stuff. And yeah, that's like the basic. Like Uni Zombie is pretty good to open, but I just cut it to 1 because I wanted to add the Winter Cherries, which are also a zombie, so I can get it back with Mizuki as well.
Yeah.
And this opens a much more play, so like you don't have 1-2 summons because of Mizuki. You got much more, and yeah, Tsukuyomi got much more valuable because you can discard this card from your hand to your graveyard and then make much more as you usually would do.
Yeah. So how many cards are you actually playing in total?
40.
40.
No,
Okay.
deck.
Right. That's pretty close. I mean, we see a few people going over 40 cards.
No, I never play more than 40 because I want to maximize the consistency, which means like 40 is the best number because after siding you want to draw your sideboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like Flying Sea, Anti-Spell, you want to open these cards.
Yeah. System
against-
down,
yeah,
especially
so-
today.
Exactly, all the ABCs. So I try to cut any card which aren't that important in my deck to decrease my deck to 40 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I cut the Fairy Tale to 2. It hurts a bit, but it's fine because like 40 cards are better than 42 or 43. Even I can understand the logic with Pot of Desires that you can play more cards because the chance is lower when you play more cards that you remove specific cards like Raiden, Wolf, and these stuff.
Yeah. So another thing, so we saw a lot of these decks even before Fairy Tale Snow. They
Yeah.
were having to play a lot of wolves and a lot of Felices to make it work. It seems now that you're just less relying on those lucky wolf
Yeah,
and Felice
exactly. I
players.
try to make more consistency and less lucky. Like I just play 3 Wolf. And this is like
Yeah.
the only brick card with Garnet. Like I play 4 brick cards and have like a lot of good starters.
Yeah.
Like 17 or 18 good starters, which make my hand even good. Like Raiden, Solar, these stuff.
Yeah.
Desire.
If you open Raiden,
Yeah,
it's
you
usually
see my
pretty
spell
good.
cards like Desire, 3 July instead.
Yeah.
all
This
three
is
of-
just pure
Yeah,
consistency
it's pure
here.
consistency. Expect the Twin Twister because Twin Twister is like a
Yeah.
it's
You
not-
you have to play it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you need to play it. But
Since it's Halloween, I drew a bat on your deck.
like, I
hope
saw
you
it.
don't
I
mind.
saw it. Like
Yeah, I like the square paper.
but for the
Yeah.
60 strap spell cards which are consistency is like really great.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I
consistency.
mean, when
in
I
your spell cards.
when I start game 1, I mostly win because like this
Yeah.
deck rarely bricks. I think I bricked 2 times the whole tournament so far. This
Mm-hmm.
is like really rare with this deck.
Yeah. Is there any times that you've drawn Garnet?
Yeah,
And it's-
7 times, but you can shuffle back with Emerald, so it's
Yeah.
fine for me.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think I've played this deck before, and I must say, when I draw Garnet, it's either the rest of the 4 other cards are good enough for me not to care that I
Yeah.
drew Garnet, or sometimes it is pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can risk to play 1 Garnet because Brain Fusion is such a good card. Even
Yeah.
when you go second, like when he negates the summon with something like Strike, you can make Brain Fusion, again get a Wolf or not Philly, sorry, or Fairy Tale or Clown,
Yeah,
and then
fine.
can make a second normal summon. This is so good.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
your entire turn
Yeah.
reset.
Like people are supposed that I have only 1 summon, but after that, when I negate it, I got for Brain Fusion, I can continue playing.
Yeah,
This is like the main part of the deck. You need to start your engine going, but when you got your engine going, you're gonna win most likely.
yeah.
It's really hard to lose with this build.
Tell me a little bit about this. I really
Yeah.
like this set card.
Yeah, at the beginning I played 2 Minervas, but
Yeah, it's a Steel Swan Roach.
yeah, but I sticked on Steel Sun Roach because it's pretty good against ABC.
Pretty good. That's
Yeah.
an understatement.
Yeah, it's
That was
also-
a British understatement for you guys right
It's
there.
pretty good. Like you can negate the Bastard because it's an intern sum, and you can also negate Pendulum sums. Like you can Odd Eyes, Kirin, all the
Yeah.
problem cards get negated.
Yeah,
Especially-
I really like Steel Swan Roach.
Because Roach is pretty good with the Fairy Tale because you can negate or stop anything which want to destroy this card, and then he needs to make something.
Yeah,
Like Pendulum needs to normal sum, attack over it, but when I have for Fairy Tale, he can't do much more.
yeah, exactly. I see you've got so many different options in here for
Yeah, I changed my deck the whole time. With
the
my
extra
Chi.
deck and things. Like even you're playing 2 extra deck cards in the
Yep,
side deck,
yep.
which are a little bit strange. So you've got Stardust Spark Dragon in your extra deck. What's that? for?
Sparrow Strong is
For
good when you go.
anti-spell?
Yeah, when you go first with
okay.
anti-spell or the emptiness. So when I
Yeah.
go first, or I don't play against any ABC, I can obviously side out the Bastard Dragon for my extra deck to add
Yeah.
this because it's much more valuable at this one.
Yeah,
And yeah, when I go over, when I draw anti-spell, like Stardust Spark is super easy in this deck.
yeah,
And emptiness and Stardust Spark is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think only outs like Cosmic Cyclone, but that's it.
yeah.
If they
Not
don't-
a lot of people are playing Cosmic
Yeah,
Cyclone.
that's why I also obviously I checked the people what they're playing and they're most relied on MST or Twin Twister.
Yeah,
Because Twin Twister is great against ABC with
Yeah.
all the back rows and hanger and stuff.
I don't know why people aren't playing Cosmic Cyclone. It's really good card.
Yeah, it's a really good card, but I think only Pendulums maybe because Pendulum needs to remove the anti-spell or the scales from your opponent.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good, but
So-
Twin Twister I think better.
Yeah. What else have you been playing other than ABCs? Have you played any kind of weird matchups?
I played one hand loop deck. I lost against it
The
in,
Dark-
in round 1.
Dark
Yeah.
Synchro.
Yeah, I started
Yeah.
with 1-0. Like I started with Omega Minerva, but I didn't have any Fairy Tail and no hand traps, and so yeah, he like ripped my hand and OTK'd me. In game 2 I won because I start like sending Fairy Tail and starting with the well as a win condition against his deck. In game 3 he started with the loop again and no hand and scooped obviously.
Well, yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, I hope that I draw the what's it called, the Winter Cherries in game 1 because I can remove his Omegas. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
this is pretty good.
yeah, it's good because I guess you play it as well. So
Yeah,
it
exactly. So I
helps a
can
whole
show
lot.
my Omega and say no.
Yeah.
And also use it once to reveal the Northern when
I
you
was
make
just
the
about to
execution.
ask. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine that would come up more often than a
Happened
lot of
only
people
once,
might
but
think.
yeah, it was so good. Like you make Instant Fusion, I said wait, and then shape my Winter Cherries because I had a monster already on board.
Yeah, and he's just wasted. He's wasted 1,000 life points.
And he wants to show his extra deck because I need to check if he has any other targets.
Yeah, exactly.
Was
Yeah,
a good advantage for me.
yeah. I bet. Even just being able to see what he's playing.
Yeah.
You can tell what
This
someone's
is
playing by the
perfectly.
extra deck.
So
Yeah.
I could play around all those extra deck cards.
Yeah, that's really cool. I can imagine that when you thought about that, you thought that's a cool idea.
Yeah,
and then-
exactly.
and then just went for it.
This card is the MVP so far.
Yeah.
Won me so many games.
Yeah, I've got it on record, on camera. I've been telling everyone to be main decking Winter Cherries.
Yeah,
I
you
think
need to
it's-
main deck this card. Like
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I said I was going to be playing ABCs at the event if I didn't have a Minerva, and I said I'd be main decking Winter Cherries. It's so good.
I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfectly good.
So what are you looking forward to playing now? Is there any decks that you really don't want to see in the next few rounds? And then obviously you're
it's
looking pretty good to get into the top cut. What do you not want to play against?
It's difficult. Like I could play against ABC, but if they open broken and I have not a good hand, I'm gonna lose obviously. So I would like to play against ABC, but I'm still a bit scared to play against ABC because
Okay,
if
you
I
want to play against ABCs, but if they just be gentle with you.
yeah
Yeah.
it's 50-50.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. And you were telling us about Team Turkey.
Yeah, Team Turkey, Team Umut sadly doesn't get his visa. I'm so sad for him. I
Yeah.
want to see him here. I want to make partying today, but
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
so
it-
you're playing for him.
yeah, I'm playing for him. I give my best, Umut.
There you go.
I love
almost.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations.
thank you.
Good luck in the rest of the rounds.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're going to be right back with the final round of Swiss here at Day 2 in YCS Liverpool 2016. We'll catch you guys very soon.